How are
Hi.
you, Sulatana?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
So you fixed your laptop, now I can hear you well.
Huh?
Today I can hear you really well. Did you fix your laptop?
No, actually, sometimes when I plug in my headphones and take it back off, it works very good for some reason. So that's what I did.
Hmm. Okay. How was your school today?
It was fine. We have a math project about proportional, about graph, and yeah. Me and my friend did it downstairs. She's my neighbor. So we did it together. And you sent in me homework, but I couldn't do it because I had like a project, like this big project, and we get to present it and we had to do it. But like if I could take it back, I could show you and like tell you about it.
Okay, very good. That's good. And now today I received
My syllabus?
a school syllabus from your father. Actually, the first one is module one, ratios and proportional relationships that you're studying right now, right?
Yeah.
So do you understand that thing?
Yeah, I mean it's about graph, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm learning that.
So can you give me one example for that proportional relationships?
As in what? So like for example, they give you numbers like I do have examples here. So for example, like they give you numbers like X and Y, and then they give you a graph, and then there's the numbers of the X and Y, and then you have to like connect the dots, and then if it's the straight line and it touches the zero, it's proportional, but like if it's not straight or and it's touching the zero, it's not proportional, or if it's touching the zero or something, it's not proportional.
Very good, very good, very good. Now, in real life, for example, for proportional relationships, right? Let's say you read a book. Okay, you just take a book and you just actually you make a plan. Every day I am going to read 20 pages, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in one day you read 20 pages. In 2 days, 2 times 20, that is 40, right? In 3 days, 3 times 20, 60, right?
Yeah.
4 days, 4 times 20, it is 80,
Yeah.
right? And in 0 day, you read zero because 0 day means that you don't read anything. That's one example for proportional relationship. That means that both the number of days and the number of pages, they are increasing at the same rates. And also when it is zero, it is zero. Another one is, let's say your father says that, okay, Sultana, okay, you're going to do some part-time job, okay, to gain some experience. And you're doing some part-time job. Let's say you're working in a coffee shop. And when you go to the coffee shop, they say that, okay, if you work for us, for each hour you work, we're going to pay $12, right? So 1 hour you work, 1 times 12. 2 hours, 2 times 12. 3 hours, 3 times 12, the $36, right? That's also proportional relationship. Okay, very good. Very good. And now the second one is rational numbers. Okay, and after that, expressions and equations. And after that, present and
I
proportional
didn't do like
relationships.
some of them. I don't know a lot of them because they learned it in the week, but first I was in a different school, and then after I transferred there like a couple of days, like a week later. So I don't know some of the stuff they learned.
Okay, all right. If you have worksheet, you can share with me. I'll have a look. Okay, we can do it. All right.
Okay.
But now let's continue. Now today I received that's what is this course the syllabus, and starting next week I'm going to work with you. Okay, about integers and the rational numbers. Okay, these are really important things. Okay. Now today let's
Mhm.
practice this one. Next week and I'm going to teach you integers and rational numbers. And after you understand these things well, then we will start expressions and equations. Okay, inshallah you'll be good. Just we need some time. Okay, practice. You should understand the meaning of vocabulary, the words in terminologies. Okay, let's continue. Now, I think we did this question last time. We'll try to
You're
finish
not
this,
gonna
okay?
test me in the times?
What?
You're not going to test me in the times?
I'm going to ask you now, okay? I'll ask you 10 questions.
Okay.
All right, let's start. Do you also actually did you learn how to multiply negative numbers?
Multiply negative numbers?
Like -2 times 3 or 5 times -2.
Like, for example, 5 times -2, like
Is
5 times.
-10, right?
Oh,
Because,
yeah. So you answer the question, but you add a negative in it, right?
yeah, if you multiply negative number by negative number, it will be always positive.
Yeah.
Positive by positive, it is positive number. But if you multiply two numbers, but they have opposite signs, the result will be negative, right? Okay, all right. At the start, okay, I'll ask the 10 questions, then we'll continue solving these problems. What is 7 times 8?
56.
56. 9 times 9?
81.
81. 6 times 7?
6 times 6 is 36. So 40, 42.
42. 7 times 7?
40, I mean, 40, 49.
49. Okay. 9 times 8?
Um, 63.
72. 9 times 8. 9 times 7, 63, right? 9 times 8, 72.
Oh, okay.
What is 3 times 9?
Huh?
3 times 9.
27.
27. 9 times 4?
36.
7 times 9?
7 times 63.
63. 8 times 8?
64.
64. Now let me ask you 4 or 5 questions about dividing a number by 2. Okay, divided by 2 means that just halving a number. What is a half of a number? What is 10 divided by 2?
10 divided by 5.
5. 18 divided by 2?
18 divided by 10.
18 divided by 2?
8. Oh, divided by 2. What do you call it? 4.
18 divided by 2. 18.
Oh, 9.
9. 36 divided by 2?
36 divided by 2. 15.
18.
Oh.
Because 36, you can write as 30 plus 6. 30 divided by 2 is 15. 6 divided by 2 is 3, right? It is 18. Okay, good. Let's continue. Let's practice these questions next week. Next class. I will teach you rational numbers, and after that, we will move to expressions and equations. These are the really important topics in grade 7. Okay, read question 10.
Alicia bought 2,795 beads to make some necklaces. She used 980 beads and packed the remaining beads equally to 7 bags. How many beads were left after packing into bags?
She used 980 beads and packed the remaining beads equally into 7 bags. How many beads were left after packing into the bags?
So it's basically sort of dividing.
First, not basically dividing. Look, first, she had the first step, right?
Yeah.
The first step. She had 2,795
5 beads.
beads, right?
Yeah.
She has used 980 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's just do this. Subtract.
Mm, 1,725.
Okay, this one is 5. 9 minus 8, it is 1. And 17 minus 9 is 8. It is 1. 1,815.
But I thought since you couldn't minus 9, I mean, oh, I got confused on the 9 because I thought I got mixed up with 8, and my 8 kind of looks like a 9. So I
Okay.
took the other one from the other number and I subtracted it, and then it turned 16.
All right. Okay. Now you actually, if you can see your mistake, that's good. Now the second step in the question, say that, can you read it? The second part. She used 980. Okay, now 1,815 bees left, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and packed, read it.
Could you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So could you repeat what you said? I
Yeah,
can't
read the
hear.
question one more time.
So, how many beads were left after packing into the bags?
Right? Actually, and packed the remaining bees equally into 7 bags.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we do here?
So they're 1,815. So you basically divide.
Yeah, very good. Divide by 7.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do you see?
I do it.
Yeah, divide.
Um, mm. Oh, okay. Wait. Um, so what I got, I I don't know if it's correct, but
So
I
first,
got
Sultana, did you divide 18 by 7? Now here we have 2. Let me just use different color so you can use
721.
721.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not possible. How come? Because 7 times 700
I
will
mean,
be a very big number. Look, 18 divided by 7, it is
oh, I know. It's 259.
259. Yeah, 2 times 7, 14. If you subtract here, we have 4, right? And bring this one down. 41 divided by 7, it is 5. 5 times 7, it is 35. Subtract, it is 6. 65 divided by 7, it is 9. 9 times 7, it is 63. So here we have 2 left, right? This one is
Yeah.
remainder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now in the
Well,
question,
I got
yes.
it wrong. It was close to 700. Like it was basically like 500. It was like a whole different number. So I didn't get it, and then I fixed my mistake, and now I get it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So now what is the answer? Tell me. In the question is saying that how many bees were left after packing into the bags? What is the answer?
259, remainder 2.
Now, what is the answer here? A, B, C, D?
Oh, C.
It is C?
C.
No. It
Huh?
says that were left, right, after packing into the bags.
Oh, 2, the remainder.
Yeah, the remainder left, right? It is 2.
Oh, now so it was basically the remainder.
Yeah, because 2 left, right? And
Mhm.
she used 980 of them to make a necklace. And after that, the remaining he put equally into the bags. So still, she had 2 left.
Okay.
Good. All right. Day by day, we are learning, we are just learning how to read and understand the problem. If you
Yeah,
understand the problem,
sorry, I
Sultana,
kind of got confused with the other question, but I understand now.
good. If you understand the question, we can solve most of the questions. All right, read question 11.
Mandy bought 9 meters of ribbon. She used 7 meters to tie a gift box. How much ribbon was left? So basically 9 meters minus 7/9.
Yeah, 7 over 9. Can you subtract?
I'll try. Mm, Uh,
So it is 9 minus 7 over 9, right?
yeah,
Sultana, the 7 over 9, is it greater than 1 or less than 1?
less, greater.
7 over 9.
Less.
It is less than
Because
1,
it's
right?
what do you call it? It's 7/9. It's not
Yes,
like an
it's
actual
improper
number.
fraction. It is less than 1.
It's a
Look,
fraction.
Sultana, look, this 9, can I just write it as 8 plus 1
Yeah, because
minus
it's
7 over 9, right?
yeah.
Okay, because you should just, we are learning how to think and manipulate numbers. But instead of 1, Sultana, can I write 9 over 9?
How would you do? Why would you do 9/9?
Because to subtract a fraction from another fraction, they need to have the same denominators, right? Otherwise, we cannot subtract. We have to divide them into smaller pieces, equal pieces. Now, as here, they have the same denominators, right?
Isn't that a common common
Denominator.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a common denominator, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I can just subtract. You see, I just keep the whole part
Oh,
here and draw the single fraction line and just subtract the top number. That's we call this numerators. So this will be
then
equal to,
and then yeah,
yes.
8 plus 2/9.
So that means the whole part is 8 and fraction part is 2 over 9. Or I can also write it as 8
8
and 2 over
2
9.
over 9. Oh, okay. Can I quickly write that down so I don't forget?
Yeah.
8 plus 1. Two, 9 equals 8 to 9. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Good. So the answer is D. Sultana, inshallah, if you understand the question, our purpose right now, how to read the problem, how to understand, and change it into mathematical equation. Once you understand this, that's the most important skill that you need. Inshallah, we can improve really fast. But first, you have to know how to read and understand the problem. Okay, question 12, read it.
Allie, Dave, and Tom caught some crabs. The ratio of the number of crabs Ellie caught to the number of crabs David caught was 3:4.
3
The
to 4.
Huh?
3 to 4. You just
Oh.
read it as 3 to 4.
3 to 4. The ratio of the number of crabs Ali caught to the number of crabs Tom caught was 2 to 5.
Yes.
What was the ratio of the number of crab Tom caught to the number of crabs Dave caught?
Ali to David was 3 to 4. The ratio of the number of crabs Ali caught to the number of crabs Tom caught was 2 to 5. What was the ratio of the number of crabs Tom caught to the number of crabs David caught? To do this one, Sultana,
So
okay,
basically,
first,
you have to see the differences, like how much bigger it is.
look, first, I suggest you this method. First, draw a table, okay? And at the top, let me just write here, the first one is Ali. The second one is Dave. And this one is Tom. Okay? And now in the question is saying that the ratio of the number of crabs Ali caught to the number of crabs David caught was 3 to 4. So what does it mean? If Ali caught 3 units of crabs, then David caught 4 units of, what is it?
Wait,
Crabs.
why are you rating 3P instead of U? Like 3 what?
You can write U, you can write X, you can write P. It doesn't matter. But P is easier
Oh,
to write. That's
for the
why.
number of for like crabs, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because when you write 2 over 3, right? It
Mm-hmm.
is actually the same thing as 2P over 3P. Because if I multiply numerator and denominator, it doesn't change. Because the ratio is 2 to 3. But the actual numbers, it is 2P and 4P. Right? It means this. Second one is now the ratio of the number of crabs Ali caught to the number of crabs Tom caught was 2 to 5. Right? And
Mm-hmm.
Ali and Tom. So I'm just going to write Ali. If you compare these two, if this one is, let's say there's 2, let me just use n here. Then Tom, it will be 5n.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What is the question here? And what was the ratio of the number of crabs Tom caught to the number of crabs
So the
David?
number of crabs Dave caught.
To do this one, I have to actually, express everything in terms of the same units,
Mm-hmm.
right? Either PP or N. How can I do that? Look, how can I do that? So there's 3P and 2P, right?
Yeah.
And now instead of this 2, if I multiply by, let's say, multiply by 2, okay? And also I multiply by 2. It doesn't change anything, right?
Yeah.
And this one, x1, let me just multiply by 3. I multiply this by 3, and I multiply this by 3.
Mm-hmm.
You see? Now 6p and 6n, right?
Yeah.
And
So
since Ali, actually the 6p and 6n, this number doesn't change, right? So I can just write everything in terms of the same number, okay?
is it Ali does like basically the same thing, like 2 times 3 and 3 times 2?
Yeah, the same thing, of course. Then if Ali has, let's say the 6p crabs, and David will have 8p crabs, right?
Yeah.
And Tom will have 15p crabs,
Yeah.
right? And what is the question here? We need to compare Tom to David. So
So
Tom
we
to
lost.
David, right? The ratio we can write as a fraction. Tom, it is 15p, right?
Mm-hmm.
And David, it is 8p. And pp, again, they cancel each other. That's equal to 15 to 8.
Oh. Oh, that's simple, but there's like many steps for it, but you have to understand it.
Yeah, I just actually, if you understand the question, it's really simple. But step by step, as you practice more similar questions, you understand really better. But just you need experience, okay?
Oh, okay.
So that's why
So
it
it
is
is
A.
A.
Okay, let's continue. It's a ratio problem. Question 13, read it.
Um, the average cost of a table and a chair is $438. The table costs thrice as much as the chair. What is the cost of is thrice basically like 3 times more?
Yes, 3 times. That's 3 times more. 3 times.
Oh, okay.
Like if a chair is $10, the table is $30, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and again here, Sultana, make a table. Okay, that's really good methods. And let me just write here. This one is table, the cost of table, and this one is chair. If chair is, let's say it is X dollars. Now, what is the price of the table?
And for average cost of a table and 400. So the chair is
Right?
yeah, so it's three time more.
3x, 3x, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now the average cost of a table and chair is $438. So that means that if you buy one table and one chair, you have to pay $438. So can you find the value of X here?
Mm,
Right, Sultana. This is 3x. That's the price of the table. And X, the price of the chair. Right, 3x plus X equals $438. Right. Can you solve it for X?
3x times x.
No, 3 times X plus X. One table
3
plus one chair,
times
right?
x. Wait, could you repeat that? 3 times x times x?
Look, Sultana, if you buy one chair and one table, for one chair you paid X dollars. For
Yeah.
one table you paid 3X dollars. So in
Yeah.
total, how much did you pay?
3. 3. Oh, so okay.
Price of the table plus price of the chair, right? So that's equal to 438.
Yeah.
Can you
I've
solve it for X? I will just bring a glass of water, okay? Solve it.
okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Yes, Sultana. What did you get? Sultana, unmute yourself.
Okay. So
Did you get it? What did you get?
I basically got like I don't think it's correct though, because it's none of the options here.
Here, Sultana, here we have 3x, right? X.
Yeah.
So 3x plus 4x is equal to 4 times x, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
just collecting. Here I have 1x. Here I have 3x. Altogether 4x. On the right-hand side, we have 4, 3, 8, right?
So you just had to add one for the 3 times
What do you mean by 3x plus x? What does it mean?
4x.
Yeah, because you have 3x somewhere and 1x somewhere, right? Together we have 4x, right? On your table, let's say, I don't know, on the table close something. On one plate you have 3 apples. On another plate you have 1 apple. If you just combine them, you will have 4 apples, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something like this. And now I divide this by 4. So x, because multiply, right? Take to the right hand side. 4, 3, 8 divided by 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's simplify this. How do you divide this, Sultana? Both numbers are even numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how can we divide this? Again, let's just use long method. Here we have 4, 3, 8 divided by 4. And 4 divided by 4, it is 1. 1 times 4, it is 4. So it is 0. Now here we have 3. I cannot divide 3 by 4, so I bring this down, right? So I need to put here 0. 38 divided by 4, it is 9. And
The
9 times 4 is
the answer is
36.
A.
2. Huh?
The answer is A.
A?
Yeah.
No. Actually, now it is 20. We put decimal point. 20 divided by 4 is 5.
Yeah.
So the answer is 109.50, right?
Yeah.
But in the question, what is the question? Can you read the question?
Oh. Wait, I can't see the question.
No, what is the cost of the
Oh,
table, right?
what is the cost of the tea? Yeah.
What is the cost of the table? It is 3x.
Mm-hmm.
So we should multiply by,
Table?
3.
So for 438 times 3?
No, Sultana, here by solving this equation, we found the value of x, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is the cost of one table? It is 3x, right?
Yeah.
So to find the value of, the price of the table is 3 times x. But what is x? X is 109.50, right?
Oh. 3 times
Can you
1.
multiply this?
Um, okay. Mm, so basically 3, so basically 3, 1, 0.50?
3 times 109, that is 327. And 3 times 50 cents is $1.50, right?
Yeah.
And now if you add this, that's equal to, it's a
I'm
27, not 29.
328.50.
0.50.
Yeah.
So that is C.
See. Oh, I thought it was A for a second because of the thing, but it's so you have to times.
No, don't forget about the times and month,
Oh,
but you should understand the question.
because what I did, I did 438 times 3.
Hmm.
And the answer wasn't correct, so I was confused. So basically you have to divide and then after you have to time. Okay, now I understand.
Okay. All right. It's just actually the problem that we use in our daily life situations, right? You buy chair and table or something, you do shopping, you just the total, right? And after that, you make your payments. All right, let's do the next question. Okay, this one. Okay, let's do this question. Read the question.
Mr. Lim paid $321 inclusive 7% GST for soda. So far.
GST means tax.
Oh, tax.
Actually, GST means that, Sultana, it is goods and services tax.
Oh, so like tax is basically when you have to pay the government every
Because
year.
when you buy something, do you ever check the receipts? In the
Yeah.
United States, I don't know, in Texas, in Houston, if you buy anything, you have to pay 8.25% tax. Right? You buy something, even like, let's say, one jacket, it is, let's say, $100, right? And when you're paying, right, in the cashier, right, they add 8.25% tax. So that means that you need to pay, the jacket is 100%. It says that you are buying a jacket. Let me just write here, this is your jacket, okay? It states that it is $100, okay?
Yeah.
You just get the jacket and come to the cashier, you're paying this. They say that, okay, now you have to pay also 8.25% tax. So 8.25% tax. Now, in total, how much you are paying? You are paying $108.25. That 8.25 is tax.
Oh.
But here we are just doing the different rate. How in some countries it is 7%, some countries 10%, some countries 5%. In Singapore it is 7%. So in the United States 8.25%. So Mr.
Oh,
Lim
so right
paid.
now we're in Singapore.
Hmm?
So right now we're in Singapore?
Yeah, right now you are in Singapore. So Mr. Lim paid $321 inclusive 7% GST for a sofa. What was the cost of the sofa without the GST?
Well, he paid $321 for a sofa. So
Suppose that the
7%.
sofa, okay, look, the sofa and the tax.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the price of the sofa?
Yeah, it's $321.
We don't know. We don't know. That's in total, right? But just the name of the sofa, we don't know. Because in the question, it's
Oh,
asking
so
that, right? What's the cost of the sofa?
he paid $321 on because they like it also they already added in the 7% tax. Now they're asking without the tax, how much is it?
Yes, that's right. Exactly.
Oh.
Because if you pay, you know, when you're paying this 321, some amount for sofa, some amount for tax, right?
Yeah.
Look, Sultana, sofa that we are going to try to find, right? I don't know. Let's say it is X dollars, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And how a tax? Tax is 7% of X dollars. But together you paid $321. The question here is you need to find the value of X.
So do you minus? So
What
we
is
minus
7% means, Sultana? 7% means it is 0.07, right? Because 7% means it
Yeah.
is 7 over 100.
Yeah. So basically what we do is 321 minus 7%.
Plus, so here we have X and plus tax, that is 0.07 X, that's equal to 321.
Mm-hmm.
And now what is X plus 0.07 X? X means we have one X, right?
Yeah.
So 1 plus 0.07, that's equal to 1.07x. So that's
Yeah.
equal to 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
And now,
So
if
we
I
have to
move
do
this,
x minus 0.07.
no, not make minus, it's multiplied. if 3 times 5 equals 15, what is 5? 15 divided by 3, right? So it is multiplied. So you should divide both sides by 1.07. 3, 2, 1 divided by 1.07.
Wait. So do I have to do this? 3 point.
If you just actually don't put decimal points, what is 321 divided by 107?
3, 2, 1 divided by 1. Do I do it right now in my notebook?
Yeah, get it divided.
3, 3, 3, divided by 1, 106, 107.
Sultana, 3, 2, 1 divided by 107 is equal to what? Is equal to 3.
300.
Yeah, 300. It's decimal point, so it is 300.
Oh, it's correct.
Yeah.
So the answer is A.
Answer is A. That means that the price of the sofa was $300, and 7% of 300 is $21. That's why in total you pay $321 to get this sofa. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Question 15.
Oh, okay. Melody collects some Singapore and Malaysia stamps. 3/5 of the Singapore stamps are the same as 1/4 of the Malaysia stamps. What was the fraction of Singapore stamps in Melody's collection?
What was a fraction of Singapore stamps in Melody's collection?
So the 3/5 of the Singapore stamps are the same as 1/4 of the Malaysian stamps. What
If
was the fraction given?
Yeah, if the number of Singapore stamps, Sultana, but next actually, the second chapter is about equation. At that time, you'll understand really well. But I can show you in two different ways. Suppose that the number of Singapore stamps, okay, here we have Singapore stamps and Malaysia stamps, right? Singapore stamps, okay, let's say this S. S represents the number of Singapore stamps. Look, I'm just translating this word problem into algebraic equation. 3/5 of 3/5 of means that Sultana this times Singapore stamps. Okay, I'm just writing S. Just with S, Singapore stamps equals are the same as equals 1/4. 1/4 of means again the same, right? 1/4 of Malaysian stamps.
Yeah.
What is the question here? What was the fraction of Singapore stamps in Melody's collection? So that means that we have to find this one, Singapore stamps, and altogether Melody has Singapore and Malaysia stamps, right? So we have to find this.
So Singapore plus Malaysia stamps?
Yes.
So 3/5 plus 1/4?
I need to express everything in terms of the same variable. Okay, how can I do that? Look, it's actually S and the M, right? And both numbers on the left-hand side divided by 5, on the right-hand side divided by 4, right?
Okay.
Right? And how about if I write like this? Let's say S is equal to let's say this divided by 5, right? Let me just write here 5 times x, right? M is equal to 4 times y. Because Sultana, look, if it is 8, I can write 8 as 4 times 2, right?
Yeah.
If it is 10, I can write as 5 times 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now instead of this s, I'm going to write, look, 3 times s. What is s? 5x divided by, what is it?
20, what do you call it? 20?
It is 5. On the right hand side, m is equal to 4y divided by 4. This 5 cancel each other. I can write here 3x is equal to 4y. Look, now, instead of s, right, I'm going to write here, instead of s, I can write 5x. Instead of s, I can write 5x. And instead of y, instead of m, I can write 4y, right? Right? Equals, here we have 5x, and we have 5x. But instead of this 4y, can I write 3x because of this? Because 4y is equal to 3x, right? 3x equals 4y, right?
Yeah.
Good. Instead of 4y, I'm going to write 3x. And now here we have 5x. 5x plus 3x is 8x. X, they cancel each other. That's equal to 5 over 8.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, first we have to could you like re-explain this part? Like, can you see me? Like, 1 second. Um, yeah, here. Like here, like here.
Okay, just a second. Oh, I made a small mistake. 4y cancel each other. That's equal to only y right here.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yes, I made a small mistake here. And here, not 4y. Okay, let me just rewrite this.
Yeah, because I kind of got confused about.
Okay. And now y is equal to 3x, right? So m is equal to 4y. Is that right?
Me.
So now I'm going to write here 5x. Because, you know, the second unit is about algebraic expressions, Sultana. Just wait a little bit, okay? You can understand the things much, much better. And this algebraic expressions. Now, here we have 5x plus 4 times y. 4y, right? 4 times y, right?
Yeah,
What is y? Y is equal to 3x. So instead of y, I can write 3x, right?
yeah,
And now at the top, I have 5x. At the bottom, 4 times 3 is 12. 5 plus 12 is 17x. Or x cancel each other, 5 over 17. So that means that
so
5
it's 5 over
17 of
17.
his, what is it?
Yeah,
Stands
because the
for,
answer was different and I was like confused for a second.
yeah, actually there we actually made a mistake. We had to cancel 4. Y should be equal to 3x.
Yeah. So the answer is C.
Okay. As you practice more similar questions, you understand much, much better. 16, let's solve 2 more questions and I'll finish the class, okay? 2 more questions, 16 and 17. Read the question.
Find the difference between 28 tens and 200s.
I will give you 1 minute. Think, okay? Last time we did similar question. What does 28 tenths, you remember? Can you just tell me, what does this mean? That's equal to what?
What does like 1/10 mean?
28 over 10, right?
Oh, 28/10.
Yes. Difference means minus. How about 200ths?
Um, tenths. 1/10 equals
2 over
100.
hundreds, right? 2 over hundreds. You see this THS at the end? Hundredths means that 1 out of 100ths.
Yeah, like those, like the cube we were taught, like there was like cubes and you counted them.
Look, we have ones, tens, hundreds, 1000s, right?
Yeah.
And also here, if you just actually count to the left, right, we have 1/10, 100th, that is THS. That means that you are divided by 1/10, 1 over 10. 100th, that is 1 over 100. 1000th, that is THS, 1 over 1000. Okay, 200th means that 2, 1 over 100, which is 2 over 100. So how do we subtract this, Sultana? We need to bring is the common denominator, right? So this one, I multiply this both numerator and denominator by 10. So here we have 10 times 10. Now we have the same denominators, right?
Yeah.
If we have the same denominators, draw a single fraction line, 100. 28 times 10 is 280 minus 2. And 280 minus 2 is 278 divided by 100. Right?
Yeah.
And if you write it in decimal form, that's equal to 2.78.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The last question, okay, it's about fractions. Again, actually, soon we're going to learn this in detail, but these are just simple ones.
Yeah.
Bring them into the common denominator and simplify this, Sultan. First, before you start, Sultana, can you tell me what is the least common multiple of 5, 4, and 2? What is the smallest number that is divisible by 5, 4, and 2?
Like smaller than these numbers?
What is the smallest number that is divisible by 5, 4, and 2?
One.
The smallest number divisible by.
What does divisible mean?
And that number, actually, when you divide that number by 5, 4, and 2, there will be no remainder. That is 20, right?
Oh, so this divisible means like dividing the numbers?
Yeah, divisible means that when you divide 20 by 5 or 4 or 2, there will be no remainder. It's divided evenly.
Okay.
Okay, let me show this. Okay, finish the class. Next time I'll show you in detail. The first one is, we should change it into improper fraction. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12, right? 12 over 5 minus 3 over 4 plus 1 over 2. Now I am going to bring in the common denominator. Since the common denominator is 20, the first one I should multiply by 4, the second one by 5, next one by 10, right? The first one by 4, it is 12 times 4 and 5 times 4. Next one is by 5. 3 times 5 and 4 times 5. Plus next one is 10. 1 times 10 and 2 times 10. If you look at the denominator, Sultana, 5 times 4, 20, 4 times 5, 20, 2 times 10, 20, right?
Yeah.
They're all the same. So we can just draw a single fraction line and write here 20. 12 times 4, that is 48, minus 3 times 5 is 15. 1 times 10 is 10. Sultana, what is 48 minus 15?
Um, um, 33.
33 plus 10.
43.
Very good. That is 43 over 20.
20.
And how can I write this as a decimal number? Look, 20, right? I can multiply this by
43
5.
over.
Multiply this by 5. And 5 times 43, that's equal to 215. And here we have 100s. So the answer will be 2 zeros, right? So the answer will be 2.15.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Next time we'll talk about factors and multiples. And after that, I will start actually integers. Then we'll talk about rational numbers.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, Sultana, see you on Sunday. All right?
Okay. See
All
you.
right.
Bye.
See you. Bye-bye.